Hey friends, welcome to my studio. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're having a really good day today. This is my happy little art corner of the world, and it's so fun to get to know all of you. I just love it. Today I'm going to paint a donkey. Oh, and I just realized, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but you can kind of see one of my paintings, and there's a cow. I call that painting on the nose because that cow is licking its nose. Oh, and there's Freckles if you could hear. I don't know if you could hear her. And then I'm working on this landscape just because if you're noticing what's in the background, oh, it looks pretty good in the video. I'm sort of doing, I'm not sure, I'm going to keep it impressionistic, but I'm just kind of getting layers of color down to see how I like it. Okay, but that's not what we're here for today. Today I thought it'd be really fun, and hey Dad, you gave me this idea and I've been thinking about it ever since. Let's paint an 8x10 donkey. I think I'm going to call it Dusty, but I love your title painting idea, so if you have a better name for it. But I've got it set up. The Traceable's on my website, and I'm going to link to the Pixabay reference photo in the video description. Okay, let's have some fun. Alrighty, I thought we'd start this video from the beginning. And I don't usually do this because I like to jump right into painting. But I put a clear coat of gesso on this canvas panel yesterday, and then I think I marked it with my palette knife. It's okay, we can cover it with paint, but I think that's kind of funny. Because it could have been a fluke. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to put the clear gesso. It could have been a fluke, but the last time I used canvas, this canvas brand, I figured out, or someone told me, one of you guys told me it was from Hobby Lobby. I don't know, it just, maybe it had some coating on it to keep them from molding or something. It just did kind of funny things, and it might have been a fluke. But instead of testing it out, I put a clear coat of gesso, and then I'm debating, do I want to put my Traceable on first or paint the background? When you look at the reference photo, this donkey, you're kind of looking up at it, so it's blue sky. Oh, I might change it a little bit now that I just think about it. I may, have some directional clouds, hints of clouds. I bet I'll do that. Let's see, what else am I thinking? Oh, and then I'm also thinking, so I really liked when I did, oh, I don't have the painting handy. It was it's Hey Susans, the Black Eyed Susans, the little 6x6 painting. I combined this color and this color for the sky, and it was really pretty. But I'm wondering, since we've done that and we know we like that, maybe I'll combine these two colors. Well, no, maybe I'll combine, that's too green. we want the sky a little blue. Let's maybe combine these two. So phthalo green and cerulean blue. I think we'll try that. And then I probably will mix a little gray with it and some white and make some clouds. So let's write the word love on, because I've been forgetting. I really like starting my paintings this way. Oh, I can feel the gesso, I like it. I'm gonna time lapse painting the background, and I'll pop back in, and then also, oh, sorry guys, that squeaked. I so hope that wasn't bad on video. Also, we're gonna do part of this donkey live on Wednesday. Okay guys, back in a bit. Hey, I thought I'd pop in already. I'm wondering if I would have liked painting or enjoying painting a little bit more if oh sorry, I spelled my video arm. If I would have put on another coat of gesso. I bet some of you are kind of chuckling right now because you already do it. I have never, although with the Michaels canvases, when I buy the canvas boards, I never noticed any issues. So I don't know. And I'm still getting like little You know, when the acrylic dries, you get little dots and things, or where the canvas is poking through. But I think that's just because it's not enough paint. Anyway, I kind of like it. It's more of a sandy texture. I like that. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but I stuck a palette knife underneath, so it's a little easier for me to paint the edges, because I just bumped my video arm again. I have a new video arm because of so many of you guys have sent money to support the channel, but I'm bumping it. So my apologies. I think that's a neat little tip if you haven't thought of that one. And then as long as I'm in here chatting, this is a 1-inch, yep, a 1-inch roiling nickel filbert. So, okay, I dried it with a hair dryer. I went and got a cup of hot chocolate, let it dry a little bit. Now I'm gonna paint the other side. And I'll be back after a while. Hey, I thought of a couple things that might be helpful. So it's not like I dislike what I had before. I'm just trying to cover it so I don't have any canvas popping through. I think that's just canvas texture. A lot that the donkey will go over here anyway. It's actually more important over here. And then I'm just thinking a little darker up here, a little lighter up here. I really like the color. Oh, I'll be right back. I'll go grab that other painting. Ah, you can kind of see it. It's a very similar color, really. And when I used this one, and I also used this one in the Hello Yellow little landscape painting with the yellow trees. I'll link that one in the description too. So I wondered if this one wouldn't pretty much do the same thing. Of course, you never know if I did put more blue in it. I think this was pretty much half and half because I got a little nervous. I didn't want a green sky. You could, but I wanted it a little more blue. It looks almost like a winter sky because it's kind of cool and crisp. Let me know what you think. I really like it. So I'm going to work on other stuff and then probably come back to this. Oh, it's early afternoon here as I'm videoing this. I'll probably come back to this later this afternoon or tonight and get the Traceable on. It'd probably be better to wait till tomorrow. Acrylic paint, like, it's dry to the touch because I dried it with a hair dryer. It can take up to a week to cure. I could take a wet brush and probably scrub some of the paint off or up. I actually see where it's kind of popping through here a little bit. I think that area is going to show. Oh, I want that. See, so then what happens is, like, okay, I want that lighter, so I end up painting quite a bit. Oh, and the other thing I had thought of is this has taken me, at least an hour just to paint a simple background between the layers. Oh, if you count putting the gesso on and waiting. I think a lot of times on YouTube, the videos look like it should go much faster than it really does. So I try to mention that once in a while. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and I think I'm gonna save this palette and start a new one for the donkey. Okay guys, back in a bit. Just a quick thought here. So as you're tracing it, lift it up to see if things are coming, you're getting all the lines. And then here I must not have, right here, I must not have scribbled enough. And actually right here you can barely see. So I'm just gonna take a charcoal pencil and get that in there a little stronger. I might just take this off. You could also mark it. So like sometimes the canvas panels are a little bigger or a little smaller. And so I don't know if you can see it, but like my Traceable is a little bigger. There you can maybe see the bend. So I just lined it up with the bottom corner here. Or you can kind of mark it, flip it over and mark it where you had it taped. Trying to keep it. Oh, there's not that much paper hanging over. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this off. Oh, I used a blue chalk pastel to scribble on the back. And then you can So this is, gosh, 4 or 5 hours later. I worked on getting all this up on my website on YouTube, the traceables, and, you know, advertising it that we're going to go live on Wednesday. Once I start cleaning, I don't stop cleaning. Okay, so let's use this one. This is my original. So it just kind of I didn't quite get it covered. There, really didn't miss much at all. I thought I missed more. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do next is paint just a base layer of the eyes, and then we'll start the live with just a little bit. I'm darkening some of these up so you can see them better. With just a little bit painted. So probably won't be back until after the live, but I'll be back soon. Okay, let's take a look. So I used a liner brush to outline and get the pupil of the eye, some of the little color block areas I'm putting in. It really is looking, here I'm gonna bring it up closer. I mean, some artists say you shouldn't use a traceable and all that because it looks like paint by number. But if I wasn't using a traceable, I would still sketch. Even if I wanted a loose impressionistic donkey, I would still sketch it on there. Kind of figure out where one of the eyes, even if I did it with paint. So I'm not totally sure why some artists are against traceables. I don't see that it's anything different, especially if you're not comfortable drawing yet. And then I don't normally put white on so soon, but I'm gonna try to emphasize those are where my highlights are. And then I may put out some cad yellow and glaze at the end. But I think we're gonna stop here for the live, just to kind of give you a heads up in case you want to go watch it. I'll link it in the video description. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned my colors. Oh, anyway, I used a liner brush, so I'm back up a little bit. And then this is from Amazon. It used to say Zoo Zing. You know, the brushes are fine, but I don't let my brushes sit in water, and this, I haven't been using that long, and the wood's already swelling and the paint's already chipping off. So I don't think they spent much money to seal up the wood handles. Just in case, I mean, it doesn't mean you shouldn't get them, just in case that bothers you. Okay, titanium white, unbleached titanium, burnt umber, should be a really good color for most of the donkey. And then I have phthalo blue green shade, because we use phthalo green and cerulean blue and white for the sky. So I thought using a darker blue, we could have just used this blue and then darkened it with, black would tone it down. I'm not sure, we could maybe mix the two together, but I kind of wanted to use have a dark blue for the shadows. So it's just easier to use the phthalo blue green shade. And then I like the green shade aspect of it because it ties in the background colors a little bit better. Oop, I just dropped it. Mars black, and then I ended up putting out some raw sienna because I'm gonna need it a little bit for some of the warmer areas. I've already used it a little bit, and I may use it a little bit for the highlights in the eyes. Okay guys, I'll be back after the live. Hey, just letting you know, this is where I left off with the live. The link is in this video's description, so if you want to go watch that and listen to Emily and I chat, see what people are saying in the chat room. I'm going to time lapse a little bit here, and I may pop in if something occurs to me. Let's take a look. So I'm going to stop here. I've been working on it for, gosh, it could be 3 hours. I'm not quite sure what time I started. I started after dinner and it's about 9:15. Had dinner, oh gosh, it's probably been at least 3 hours. I had dinner pretty early, like around 5:30. So it probably looks pretty done on the video. And it could be done if it's more impressionistic. It's kind of like the buffalo or other paintings, the frog that I've done, where I'm like, you don't have to keep refining like I do. But one thing is the eyes are too glowy. I want a much more brown color. So I definitely want to change that. And I'm trying to look through my phone. I don't know if you can see. Sorry guys, I'm looking for a spot here. Okay, so can you see the little blue coming through? And that's actually okay. One of the reasons why you might want to have a painted background. But if you want to cover up some of where the paint has shrunk and leaves little specks, I think you can kind of see it around the nose. Some of it's going to be texture of the canvas and some of it's going to be where it shrunk. And you could let some of the blue show through. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a little there and there. I tend to like to paint the whole thing again and refine it. Like if you look at the reference photo, the markings in the ear that I have aren't how the donkey is, and it's totally fine. I could leave it this way or I could refine it more. I think I've repeated myself a couple of times. Totally up to you. I like that I already added some yellow. So it's sort of like the warm sun, which is also in the reference photo. So the reference photo is really nice for helping you find the shadows and the cool sides. And then even matching, like I'm not totally matching color, but I am sort of. I could put a little yellow down here, a little bit more yellow if I wanted. Okay, so if you want to go check out part 2 of the live where I'm gonna work on the eyes first in that. Oh yeah, definitely. I could leave it, but I definitely have some background showing right there. You can check that out, or you can just hang out here because I'll pop back in and then we'll finish this. I won't be able to finish this on the live on Wednesday, which will be the part 2. Hey friends, I just wanted to let you know this is where I finished painting on the second live. So we have Dusty part 1 is a live video and Dusty part 2 is a live video. And then we're going to put me painting the very beginning of this. We might time lapse the lives and put those in this video, or we might not because I'm letting you know when I'm coming and going. And then when you time lapse anyway, it really condenses it. And I think I might just time lapse the rest of this and then pop in at the end and say goodbye. But I put in some whiskers, even though I'm really not done with the mouth area, just because I thought it made it look fun. And then in case you're not watching the lives, I made the eyes darker. Here's a closer look at the eyes. They might be done. I'm going for a little looser, more impressionistic on this one, but I don't, oh here, maybe you want to see the nose. I'm going to play with the nose anymore, even though I don't know if I need to. I don't really like this area yet. And then I want to put some more little hairs or clean this up a little bit. Okay, I will be back and it might be at the end to say goodbye. Okay, let's take a look. I don't know if you can hear, but Freckles is chiming in with her opinion. So I've messed around a little bit. I've added a couple of dark brush strokes in the ears, a little bit more white. Put back in a little yellow, kind of soften the cheek a little bit. Put in some gray whiskers. I don't know, I wasn't really making a bunch of changes. I did change the eyes a little bit, but I think I'm done because I'm really not doing anything that's making, here, let's just start here, making big changes in the donkey, in Dusty. Oh, I did lighten up some more around his eye. Hey, Freckles. I'm gonna have to turn the camera around. Painted the nose some more. It's really cute. It's a cute reference photo. I think you'll enjoy painting it. If you're not comfortable drawing, there's a Traceable, which can take some of the pressure off and make it a little more fun. You know, I've got some pretty loose sections here. I know you can do it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate all your comments and likes and shares and the support. That's really fun. Oh, here, before I do the art hugs, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show Freckles. So Freckles was yelling at me. Oh, she still is kind of, and now she's, I don't think she wants to be on video. Hey, say hi. No? Okay, we'll quit that. Hey, no matter which way I turn my phone, I'm getting glare on my glasses. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye guys.